We're the Guardians of the Galaxy. Who? Forget it.
一个小偷，一个杀手，一个疯子，再加上2位赏金猎人，宇宙有难找他们准没错。
Wait, hold on a second. You're being serious right now?
Marvel 最新的荧幕英雄系列作品《星际异攻队》有复仇者联盟的大场面，更有钢铁人般的幽默爆笑。主角不认识没关系，好莱坞不但有能力让你和他们变熟，还能让你爱上他。
I was only a kid when I left Earth.
从小在地球被外星人带走的男主角星爵，由克里斯普莱特挑大梁演出。以往在好莱坞电影里，身材胖胖的他总是最佳绿叶。第一次当男主角，一开始却连导演都不看好。
He was very chubby at the time. So I was like, you gotta be kidding. He'd be a terrible Star-Lord.
How did you motivate yourself? Did you put a Muscle Man's poster in front of you?
Well, the motivation for me was just the fact that I had a date and a deadline. I knew I had to be in shape at a certain time, so nothing motivates you more than a deadline.
Eventually, she had him come in, and he was there, and he started, reading and doing an audition, and I looked back at her after 20 seconds, my casting director, and said, he's it. I knew in my heart from that moment that he was the guy we had been looking for. We had auditioned, probably over 100 people, from A-list actors to, people who didn't know their names, and he was just 100% Peter Quill. And I thought, even if he stayed chubby, he was still going to be the best Peter Quill. So I was really excited the day we found him. That's one of my happiest moments along this whole journey.
Why would you want to say that? Because I'm one of the idiots who lives in it.
He worked for 6 months on losing all that weight and getting into shape. And, at first it didn't look, he was getting muscular underneath his chubbiness, and you couldn't tell at first. So when it actually started to come out, you're like, oh, wow, that's awesome.
And how does your wife react to your six-pack?
Oh, I think she likes it. But she also really likes me when I'm a little chubbier because it means that she gets to cook for me. And she likes to cook food, so she'll take me either way. She loves me for me.
Do you miss any food?
Yes, at first especially I missed a lot of food, but now I don't really think about food all that often. It's not a huge part of my life the way it was before. It's more fuel than it's fuel for my body so I can enjoy the day rather than enjoying the food so I can avoid the day.
It's time we stand up for what is right.
上回在《阿凡达》中演全身蓝色的辣美人柔伊莎达娜俨然成为外星女神最佳代言人，这回改全身绿演杀手。
Did you really shave your eyebrows?
No, that was prosthetic. They did ask me if I wanted to, and I said no. So, but Karen shaving her head, good for Karen. I'm not shaving my eyebrows.
然而要换成小绿绿可不简单。
Music, eating, talking a lot, napping, having fun with my dog Muggsy, who kept us company the entire time. So it wasn't that bad.
And I'm just curious, you are green and the green screen is green, and does it has a problem because of...
Sometimes it did, and I didn't realize it until, like, let's say one of the camera guys with the lighting, the cinematographer will kind of go, wait, we have to stop. Why? Like, Zoe's blending in with this green screen. So I was just like, oh God, is it me? And so sometimes they would have to then adjust the light.
Nothing goes over my head. I would catch it.
饰演毁灭者德克斯的戴夫巴蒂斯塔比柔伊更惨，光这身雕梁画栋，一天就得画5小时。
Yeah. It was a long process, but it really wasn't that bad. I had a makeup team of 5 people. And they kind of worked around me, but they also kept me entertained. There's a lot of good conversation, good music. So it sounds like a long time, but it kind of flew by.
I would always hear how he was doing it. He was just so still, and apparently they would tell me, like, he just meditates. It was like he's in a meditative state, and I'm just like, well, that's not me. I can't do that.
And how long did you need to take all the makeup off?
Usually it took about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get it all off. And then that was before I'd still have to go home and really just scrub, because they use chemicals even to take it off, so it just felt filthy.
不过这些咖变身都没有这2位变身来得厉害。
It's a fake laugh. It's real. I think people are going to be kind of blown away with how unique it is. There's nothing like it.
This one here's our booty.
He's tough, by the way. I would never mess with Rocket, ever. No.
I am Groot.
冯迪索就靠这一句台词打天下，躺着赚。
Groot is really my favorite character after seeing this movie, and it's really awesome to win the audience by only one line. But how difficult was it for you to nail the right emotion?
Luckily, I had a director that was so willing to indulge me with a script, 50 pages. On the left, it was a divided script. So on the left-hand side, it said, I am Groot, and on the right-hand side, it could have a whole line. Like, are you crazy? You want to cheat me out of a deal? I'm the one that's going to be bringing on the muscles. I want my fair percentage. I'd have to take that whole line, that meaning, and put it into I am Groot. It was challenging in a good way. As artists, we like to be challenged. It helps us grow as artists. Thankfully, I had a director that was willing to go the extra mile to make the character special in spite of the fact there are a lot of directors that would have just said, you know, say it on an iPhone, I am Groot, send it in, we'll loop it again and again. Not only did we spend all this time trying to get the nuances to each character, to each line, I came into the recording booth with jumping stilts on. So I was 7.5 feet tall. And then, what was really special about this was, it was the first movie that I ever recorded all my dialogue in multiple languages.
Yes, you say the Mandarin version, right?
Wo shigalut. Wo shigalut.
You remember.
哇塞，讲的有够标准的啦，给你拍拍手。
So that's a happy version of the Mandarin version?
That's a happy version of that. That's a happy I am Groot with the Mandarin version. Yes. It was a very, 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 very cool experience. And it's many years as I've been in this industry, it's the first time I ever had the opportunity to do it. So I was really, really, really excited. Most of the time you don't get to hear my voice in foreign territories, and the fact that this character is the first one that you'll hear me speaking the language is so fun.
You gotta go through us.
We really are like the Guardians. We are, you know, this is a movie about a bunch of oddballs and outcasts, and the people who made it are a bunch of oddballs and outcasts. So we are them.
I can't stop this.
And do you have a hard time to let it go?
Yes. Yes. I would have never. I want to go back still and change things. I stopped. You know, I let go of it maybe only 2 weeks ago, and I still want to go back and change everything. I don't want it to end.
Marvel 电影大场面绝对少不了，这次武打戏也超多。克里斯不但要和 WWE 摔跤冠军出身的戴夫对打，还要被柔一惨 K。
You're a good-looking girl. You should try to be more nice to people.
No!
I think she likes me.
You got issues, Quill.
If I had to choose between fighting either Zoe or Dave, I would probably choose Dave because I wouldn't want to fight Zoe because both of them could beat me up, and it'd be less embarrassing to be beat up by Dave than it would be to be beat up by Zoe.
We heard that you hurt Chris.
A little bit, yeah. And he was just like, take it easy. Just like kicking. It was just, my kick just landed a little too hard in his stomach, and he was like, oh, okay, Zoe, just like, just back off a little bit. And I had no idea I was kicking him so hard.
He's hot.
不知道两人还有亲密戏，只不过拍摄时全变成爆笑剧。
Oh, we did it a couple of times because I have to cover my angle and they have to cover Chris's. We were very concerned about the green makeup just rubbing all on Chris's face, and it did a little bit, but it wasn't as bad as we thought, so it was fun. But it was really funny whenever I would kiss him and then step back and his face would be like all green and he'd be acting not knowing, and I would just start laughing because I couldn't take it.
要比的还不止这儿，克里斯惊鸿一瞥的6块肌和戴夫整部片都秀出了健壮肌肉。要是在 MTV 电影奖的最佳上空演出奖中 PK， 谁胜出呢？
But do you think you will win?
I think, honestly, I say Chris.
Why?
I think he just, he got in such good shape for this film, man. He looked amazing to me. I kind of look the same all the time.
Oh, Dave.
Why?
Because that guy is that guy is he's amazing. He's built like an Adonis. Yeah, he wins.
Cannot beat Dave Bautista in terms of his bulk. I mean, there is nobody. And Dave is 10 years older than Chris. So I think you got to give the award to Dave Bautista. He's kept it going for a long time, too.
You're welcome.
好吧，敬老尊贤，不过要是比哄女生的魅力。
Are you cold, honey?
Yeah.
You need something? I'm sorry you're cold.
又幽默又有才，接下来克里斯普莱特还有《侏罗纪公园》续集拍摄中，我们打赌他的粉丝数量绝对会飙高的啦。
Did you hold a dance-off competition between the crew and cast?
No, I never did, but I had a lot of dance-offs with my brother growing up, and we danced a lot as kids.
Do you have any signature move?
Mostly like Michael Jackson moves. I was a big fan of Michael Jackson growing up, so those were my signature moves, trying to dance like Michael Jackson. Thriller.
Moonwalk?
I can do a little moonwalk, I can do a little Thriller.
Very good.
Thank you.
That's a big gun.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, MTV Taiwan and Zoe Saldana, and I recommend you guys going to see Guardians of the Galaxy. You won't regret it.
Hey, MTV Taiwan, go check out Guardians of the Galaxy. I promise you're gonna love it.
Hello, MTV Taiwan. I hope you guys go see my movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, and help to make it a big hit. Thank you.
Hello, MTV Taiwan. Please go see Guardians of the Galaxy. I promise you will love it.
Can you say hi to MTV Taiwan's audience because we miss you so much and you're singing so much. Please.
MTV Taiwan.
Hi, MTV Taiwan. I cannot wait to visit. I am so excited for you to see Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, Shigaluta!
Thank you.
We're the frickin' Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm with them.